in my folder.
Okay.
I just sometimes, like I write them down, but then I'm like, oh, if I could
Like,
have.
what does it mean? I tend to write so fast, probably. What does that mean? What-
Yeah.
Not the same person, by the way, for that Central Trail.
No, I didn't think so.
It's not. We
Okay.
confirmed.
Okay.
Good, okay, thank you. Good evening, I'd like to call this February 22nd, 2021 Sylvania Board of Education meeting to order. Ms. Shanks, can you call the roll?
Julie Hoffman,
Here.
Bruce Slutsky,
Here.
Greg Feller,
Here.
Kimberly Conklin,
Here.
Tammy Lavalette. Here.
Thank you. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. For those watching, if you're interested in public participation, please send an email to district@sylvaniaschools.org with your name, your address, and what you would like to speak to us about, and we will call you. And with that, we are with you, Dr. Bobby.
Thank you, Ms. Hoffman. Good evening, everyone. Each regular board meeting, I like to present a superintendent's report in an effort to share with our board members and our community some of the things that are going on in our district, and I also have had the pleasure to participate in. It's my own little way to share with the folks that may be tuning in so many wonderful things that we have going on. First, I would like to say our team is working hard to refine our plans to return back to school full green on March 22nd. As you know, we did an announcement last week along with a video message, which seemed to be well received from folks in the community. I've had even Dr. Rieger reached out and actually shared some accolades with us for us as a district, so I'm very pleased about that. Also, I'm pleased to share with our community that our district partnered with Lourdes University and submitted a Ohio Department of Education Diversity of the Education Profession Grant, which is a 3-year grant opportunity for approximately $70,000, looking to identify young adults that are in high school that would be interested in serving as educators as their chosen career path. So we're excited to partner with Lourdes, a place in our community right down the street, to provide mentorship and other access and opportunities. Also to work with our SEA leadership. I met with Dan last week and also discussed, actually might have been the week before it last, but I met with Dan recently to share a little bit about the initiative and how our teachers in the building will be able to help us identify students who may be interested in going into the profession. In addition, this week I will be meeting tomorrow with some of our team members in central office to put the final, dots on the I's and crossing the T's in regards to our SALA program for next school year. We know that SALA has been a platform that our parents have liked to have as an option, and so we are working to make sure we have an option that's an enhanced version of SALA in regards to serving kids who still may have a discomfort or a family who may have a medical need, that they still don't feel comfortable returning to a traditional school environment. Also, I had a great time last week. I had the opportunity to really go through a little sports kickoff. I actually witnessed the ladies basketball at Northview. Boy, they were outstanding. Those girls really know how to play some ball. I actually saw men's basketball, and I also had the pleasure of watching our Northview baseball team practice. Those boys can throw hard. I just tell you, they can throw hard, so it was great. And also, I have to tell you, seeing the baseball team makes me more aware of how close spring is actually coming. I'm an avid baseball fan, so that's something that is also exciting. And also, I wanted to let you know that our members of our team last week participated in a public records request training. We all were cross-trained in the legalities of public records requests because we want to make sure as our community or parents may submit a public records request that we follow the law and give them the information they are requesting in a reasonable fashion and making sure that we accommodate their request to the best of our ability. And then the last thing I will share is we had a restaurant owner of Amir Bistro on Main Street actually reach out to me, and they are donating lunch to each of our elementary buildings. Individual lunches, of course, because of the pandemic, but just to show their gratitude and appreciation for all of the hard work for our elementary teachers and administrators and support staff. I just thought it was an absolute warm gesture, generous gesture. He, the owner, along with I will say another individual in the community, is making that possible. So I believe Highland will be served tomorrow, and then over the course of the next 2 to 3 weeks, he wants to provide an individual lunch, like a box lunch, for each of the staff members at each of our elementary schools. So just a nice way to say thank you for our teachers who have been working so hard through this transition and gearing up for another change. So I wanted to make sure that the board was aware, and also our teachers or community members were aware that Amir Bistro, Amira, that's
Yeah,
correct.
It's one of my favorite restaurants.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet, so I'm excited.
I actually was going to go there tonight and pick up a salad on my way
Oh,
home
no
for dinner.
way. Oh, I'm just so thrilled that he thought about our district and our
It's
teachers.
delicious,
So
too.
that's good. Good. So that concludes my superintendent's report.
All right, well, that's very good news. All good stuff.
Yes.
We like that. Anybody have any comments or questions? No? Okay, well, looks like we're still with you on commendations.
Yes, ma'am. Item 3.1 is we recommend approval for the recommendation or recognition of achievement. Would help if I put on my glasses. We have a student that actually is a Northview High School student who achieved a 26 or above on the ACT, which she took on December 12th. So we're very proud of her and her accomplishment.
I will move approval.
Second.
Okay, any comments or questions?
I've known Mackenzie since she was in early elementary school. She's a great kid.
Aw.
Congratulations. She's Mrs. Olashansky's granddaughter.
Right.
Oh, nice. Oh, great.
And her
Yeah,
mom
she-
is a teacher. Her mom is a
Yeah.
teacher, Michelle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's fantastic.
Ms. Shanks?
Julie Hoffman,
Yes.
Ruslan Slutsky,
Yes.
Tammy Lavalette,
Yes.
Kimberly Conklin,
Yes.
Greg Feller.
Yes.
Still with you? Oh, nope, it's our first opportunity for public participation for items on our agenda. Seeing none, then we are with you, Ms. Shanks.
Thank you. I would like to ask the board to approve the following minutes. The minutes from the organizational meeting held on January 11th, the work session minutes held on January 11th, the minutes of the regular board meeting held on January 25th, and minutes of the special board meeting held on January 28th. Tammy Lavalette was not present.
So these individual, is it consent?
So just for 5.1.
Okay, all right, I'll move for approval of 5.1.
I'll second.
Any comments or questions? Ms. Shanks?
Greg Feller,
Yes.
Ruslan Slutsky,
Yes.
Tammy Lavalette,
I'll abstain.
Julie Hoffman,
Yes.
Kimberly Conklin.
Yes.
So the next items, I would like to ask the board approval on a consent agenda basis. Items 5.2, which is the treasurer's report for the month ending January 31st, 2021. And 5.3, the availability of funds for then and now invoices in excess of $3,000. And 5.4 is the consent agenda item.
I'll move for approval of 5.2 and 5.3 on a consent agenda basis.
I'll second.
Any comments or questions? Ms. Shanks?
Greg Feller,
Yes.
Kimberly Conklin,
Yes.
Ruslan Slutsky,
Yes.
Julie Hoffman,
Yes.
Tammy Lavalette.
Yes.
Okay, we are with you, Dr. Motley.
Thank you. We are recommending approval, or I am recommending approval with an agreement with LBD Marketing. This is an organization or marketing firm that specializes in communications and consulting. Just to give you a little background of the emphasis and focus of this community communications platform will really be to strengthen our social media presence, online presence, and other communication initiatives for the district.
I'll move approval of agenda item 6.1.
I'll second.
Any comments or questions? Are we really starting February 3rd?
Actually, we already did. Yes, we did. We did. She has done some work for us prior to it being board approved.
Perfect. Any other comments, questions? Ms. Shanks?
Ruslan Slutsky,
Yes.
Kimberly Conklin,
Yes.
Tammy Lavalette,
Yes.
Julie Hoffman,
Yes.
Greg Feller.
Yes.
Item 6.2 is a memorandum of understanding. I recommend the approval for the board to go into MOU with our Sylvania Education Association. This topic really works with the Ohio Teachers Evaluation System and how our teachers are evaluated. The state of Ohio, more specifically the Ohio Department of Education, kind of changed some rules due to the pandemic and how classrooms were looking over the past year and also moving forward. So we're making some adjustments in our language, and we did work collaboratively with SEA at the table to make sure it was an agreeable MOU.
I'll move approval.
I'll second.
Any comments or questions? Ms. Shanks?
Julie Hoffman,
Yes.
Greg Feller,
Yes.
Kimberly Conklin,
Yes.
Ruslan Slutsky,
Yes.
Tammy Lavalette,
Yes.
Jumping into some human resource items for tonight, on a consent agenda basis, I recommend the approval of item 7.1, which is a licensed unpaid leave of absence for an employee. Item number 7.2 are licensed retirements. I would like to announce the retirement of Janet Hildebrandt, who has been with Sylvania Schools for 32 years. We thank you for your dedication and commitment, not only to our community, but to our students and our district. And we also have Dennis Shoemaker, who will be retiring from Northview High School after 27 years in the district, and both of those will be effective May 28th. Thank you, Dennis, as well, for your dedication to our students and making the difference in their lives through teaching and learning. Also, item 7.3, we are recommending the approval of a home instructor. Item 7.4, we have 3 new substitute teachers that we have onboarded. We are thrilled to make them a part of our teaching ranks. We also have item 7.5 for a licensed administrative substitute. We have one gentleman who will be filling in for administrators who are out. And then 7.6, a licensed substitute resignation. So we're up 3 and down by 1, but it's still a positive 2, and we'll take that. Item 7.7 is the recommendation of approval for licensed extra duty pay, which you will see specifically looks at the administration of an ACT prep course, in addition to homebound tutoring, and also the consultation and creation of an ABA behavior plan for a special needs student. In addition, item 7.8, we are recommending supplemental positions for the 2021 school year. You'll see for Northview and Southview as well as Timberstone. We also recommend item 7.9, athletic volunteers for the 2021 school year. And item 7.10 is the recommendation of approval for all of those agenda items on a consent basis.
So I'll move approval of items 7.1 to 7.9 on a consent agenda basis.
I'll second.
Any comments or questions?
Congratulations to Mrs. Hildebrandt. I can't imagine Highland without her.
Right?
Can't either. She was
Agreed.
both of my kids' 5th
Yeah.
grade teacher. She was remarkable.
Pillar.
3 of mine,
Pillar
too.
for Highland.
Yeah.
Really?
She's
Wow.
remarkable.
Look how many lives she's touched.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Ruslan Slutsky,
Yes.
Greg Feller,
Yes.
Tammy Lavalette,
Yes.
Kimberly Conklin,
Yes.
Julie Hoffman.
Yes.
Moving on to classified recommendations and human resources. On a consent agenda basis, I recommend item 8.1 that looks at classified personnel actions. We have a couple of folks who are changing positions within the district. Item 8.2, we have 2 classified resignations. Item 8.3 is a classified unpaid leave. And item 8.4, we have 4 classified new hires. anywhere from a district substitute to a cafeteria server, and things of that nature. And I recommend item 8.5 as a consent agenda approval.
I'll recommend approval item 8.1 to 8.4 on a consent agenda basis.
I'll second.
Any comments or questions?
Who seconded? Tammy? Okay.
Ms. Shanks?
Greg Feller?
Yes.
Tammy Lavalette?
Yes.
Kimberly Conklin?
Yes.
Julie Hoffman?
Yes.
Ruslan Slutsky?
Yes.
Okay. Time for committee reports. Ruslan, anything?
No.
Tammy, anything?
This SCAT 5K happened last Saturday. It was very cold, but I think successful. I survived.
Were you volunteering or running?
I was running.
Oh,
Well,
good for you.
Running. I have to put it in quotes.
Listen, if you put on shoes that say you're running, you're running. Awesome. Kim, anything?
Nothing.
Greg?
Nothing yet. We're just working on getting the facilities committee up and running.
Yeah.
So that should happen here over
March
the course of this year.
March
summer.
11th is our
I
first
think
meeting,
so.
March 3rd?
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
first
So,
meeting.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Okay. I don't have anything. So this is the second opportunity for public participation. Having none, I would make a motion that we go into executive session for the purpose of,
Evaluation of the superintendent and treasurer?
I'll second.
okay, Ms. Shanks?
Julie Hoffman?
Yes.
Greg Feller?
Yes.
Tammy Lavalette?
Yes.
Ruslan Slutsky?
Yes.
Kimberly Conklin?
Yes.
And we will not be taking action following executive session.